Think like Tesla.
Think like Tesla, Micah here. So, stick around to the end. We're going to have an update on an earlier experiment. But first, I want to talk about inspiration. Nikola Tesla has been an inspirational figure to so many people all around the world. And it's rightly so. Some of the ideas he had, the way he looked at the world was so different, so unique, that it is something that has kept people's imagination going for a long time. Now, a lot of that comes in the form of YouTube videos of questionable scientific veracity. So I wanted to take a look at one of these today, and what we're going to see is very inspirational, which is good. I approve of that. But let's see if we can improve the science a bit. Let's take a look.
Nikola Tesla and the Electromagnetic Core. Hello everyone, I am Michael and I help guide people on their evolutionary journey. In the universe, there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration. I have not penetrated into the secrets of this core, but I know that it exists. Nikola Tesla.
Okay, all the annotations I'm putting in here are mine. They're not from the original video, just to be clear about that. And I don't have the camera set up to show my face, which is probably for the better. If I looked as handsome as this guy, maybe it'd be different. But anyway, the quote here is as far as I can tell, it's an accurate quote from Tesla. But he started out by saying, "My brain is only a receiver." And this Quora question, which I have on the screen here, linked below, talks about what that means. Almost certainly Tesla was talking about the inner savant effect, or what's now called the subconscious. Tesla's concept, also declared or described by others. You might work on a major problem for weeks or months and become defeated. The problem is impossible, intractable, not solvable by human genius. So go away and work on something different. Give up. Maybe go on a vacation. Then suddenly, when you're taking a long hot shower, or driving at night on the interstate, or famously stepping onto a streetcar, wham! The entire solution pops into your brain in great detail. So I've had this happen to me. As a writer, I've had this happen. I've had characters almost come to life and do their own thing. So I believe this is what Tesla was talking about. Now, for what's going to come up next, it's important to note here, in the quote, he said, there is a core. He was using this in a metaphorical sense, not as a literal electromagnetic core. But let's proceed on here.
Nikola Tesla knew that there was an electromagnetic core to the universe.
Whoa, hang on. An electromagnetic core is completely different. If it's electromagnetic, that means it's controlled, it's described by Maxwell's equations, which I have up on the screen here. If you play with these equations, when you play with the electric constant, the magnetic constant, out pops the speed of light. Things can only propagate so fast in an electromagnetic system. And the universe, as far as we know, has no core or center. It goes on in unimaginable distances in all directions. And if the center of the universe was in our galaxy, that alone would be an amazing coincidence. And yeah, it takes 100,000 years for light to propagate across our galaxy. So yeah, an electromagnetic core in the universe doesn't make any sense. Am I being pedantic here? Yes I am. But it's important to be accurate here.
That is how he was able to accomplish all that he did, by connecting to this electromagnetic core.
The amazing abilities of human creativity are incredible, for lack of a better term, spiritual. So I totally get behind the idea here that Tesla was tapping into something that is present in all of us. All of us have, to some extent, the ability to tap into creative fountains of knowledge and new invention and innovation. That's awesome. But it's not electromagnetic. It doesn't have a particular frequency. I can't tune it in on a radio. Creativity transcends rules. So I just want people to think about Nikola Tesla in a way that is compatible with known science here. He did so many awesome things that let's appreciate him on those terms. I'm not going to belabor the point here or quote the whole video. You can go check out the video if you want to see it in its entirety. But that's what I had to say. If there are other videos that you would like me to comment on, let me know. I'm up for discussion. Now, as promised, some more experimentation. Back at the workbench, we're going to check in on an earlier experiment with conductive inks. I've got 3 more samples here to check. From the bottom up, we have a Fisher Space Pen with silver ink. It's the thixotropic ink. You can write upside down, etc., etc. The middle line there is improved wire glue, electrically conductive. A little jar looks like this. It's a carbon-based glue with some kind of fixative in there. And the weird-looking top line is this guy. Active 8 charcoal toothpaste. No fluoride, no glycerin, no artificial colors. It's got sorbitol, sodium carboxymaltol cellulose, sodium lauryl sulfate, hydrated silica, activated carbon, polyethylene glycol, sodium saccharin, and mint flavor, and sodium hydroxide, and methyl paraben, and aqua. A whole bunch of things there I probably do not want to put in my mouth. Anyway, let's see how this works. So check out the meter here. Meter's calibrated. Does the silver conductive ink. Well, not conductive. It doesn't specify conductive. It just said silver. Doesn't seem to conduct at all. Not even up close. Okay. Next up, the conductive ink. Says it's for low voltage applications. This was applied with a toothpick. So across this stretch here, about 1.5 k ohms. You could probably light up an LED with that, okay? I would not be happy about trying to do anything with any amount of current. Even this close, 270 ohms. Over here. It does go on pretty nice after I stirred it up, so that's okay. Now this was toothpaste spread out in a nice fine line on the index card here, and it kind of dried up and turned into this, kind of peeled off. So does that carbon? Actually, it has some amount of conductivity. We're in the megohms here, 26 megohms. Up close here, pushing hard on it. Get it below 20. Ugh, that's kind of yucky. And how about here? 10 megohms. So interesting. For high value resistors, I mean, physically, it doesn't seem like it's a very good way to attach anything to anything. What about on the back side here? Well, that's a gross color. 7 megohms. So interesting. I wonder if there is some uses for that, for higher value resistances. Something to think about. Let me know what you guys think. All right, catch you next time.